What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. Alright guys, I promised you guys an EX Sephiroth 2 guide in terms of completing this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I have not done it yet, but I'm confident enough to know that I will be able to. So first off, just going to show you guys my setup here, okay? So 109 is where I'm going in with it. In terms of stats, 4.6k HP. This is going to matter. 3.7k and then 4.4k. Okay, just so you guys are aware. Now with Sephiroth specifically, I do have his new weapon now up to what is that? 7 stars? No, wait. It's 11, 12 stars. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so that's I think 13 or 14 stars or 13 stars, I guess. This will give me the mid up to high potency for the P defense, which is going to stop Octaslash from one-shotting my units. That's essentially the goal, okay? So you guys can see here, those are the stats. Material-wise, I just have sigil materia, so I can break the sigil. 1 fire for just the sake of stats, and then of course a blizzard for sake of stats, and then sigil breaks, okay? So healing, fairy tale, mithril rod, sub-equipment, I have HP stuff here. For Sephiroth, I probably should equip more HP stuff, to be quite honest. He doesn't really need the magic, so I might just go ahead and remove one of these and add in an HP boost one. So give me a sec here. We can probably throw in something here just to make him a little more tanky. Here, we'll just do this one, okay? There we go. So now that puts his HP at 4.4k. So now we're all around the 4.4. Fairly straightforward. So now I'm at 113 instead of 109, okay? So 113. We're going to go ahead and jump into this and start this out. So I'm going to show you guys how to tackle this fight. Let me go ahead and maximize the screen. Now, the main thing here is to watch for a couple key things. So when he goes into his mitigation mode, which essentially he chooses an element and then mitigates it, but then he becomes weak to another element. If you have the summons on like I do for the LB, your main thing could be just to simply use that opposite element to do damage. So for example, when he's weak to ice, I use Shiva LB. When he's weak to fire, I'll use Hellfire, for example, from Ifrit. So that's one way to throw in some extra damage. At the end of the day, this becomes a little bit of a damage run, right? So here we go, Boundless Strength. Now this is where you see he's going to target Aerith, right? So go ahead and choose her. He already gave her the buff. Now all you got to do here is just watch out for the defense right here, and then just go defense when you have to, right? And that's mid physical defense, okay? So you can see here, it'll take away a lot of the damage that he does to her. That would have one-shot her normally. But because of that, mid-defense, we're able to survive a lot of that damage. Next time, we're going to go into high, okay? And I'll show you guys what I mean by that as well, too. So just give me a sec. Let me heal up. Let's just get this guy down here. Let's hope he doesn't attack. Oh, he does attack her. Okay. That's great. We're going to need to heal through this next attack. Like ASAP. Before he he does water or Thundaga, sorry. There we go. Get another heal in. Let's heal up here. That way we're not dealing with this. Just throw in some damage. We'll do Hellfire in a second. Okay, there's the heals. We're going to get Shiva's up and then we'll do both of them together, okay? So see, damage-wise, we're doing okay so far. Here we go. Now we can go ahead and cast this. Do a little bit more damage on our end. Again, you don't need these. You could go with regular limit breaks. I just have them because of that elemental phase where I can actually take advantage of some of this extra damage. Right now, he's not in it, so I probably should have saved that for the next phase, to be honest. I probably could have done more damage, but that's okay. I'm just showing you guys strat-wise what you can't do. So you can make a couple mistakes like that. Like, again, I should have probably just saved that, to be honest, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Here we go. Fully healed. Now we gotta watch for fire infusion. See, now this is where I should have cast Shiva. I would have done way more damage. So learn from that mistake, guys. That was my bad. I got a little bit carried away there with the damage. I should have just waited. Shiva would have done so much more there. So that's one part for sure. Don't cast your Shiva until this part is all set up, okay? Here we go. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and cast this right now, just so I can save myself a little bit of an ATB bar. I'll get that back super fast anyways. Here I can just damage now at this point. Just throw in as much damage as you can. Okay, he's going to go through a few more phases before he goes back into Octaslash. Okay, here we go. So again, just DPS here a little bit. As soon as you see Boundless Fury or Boundless Strength, then you want to start doing the protect stuff, right? Right now, though, just heal up back to full. He should go into his next his next phase for what there's water infusion. So now Thunder does more damage, right? So this is where you want to definitely use Cloud's Thunder Strike. And get in a little bit more DPS in here. See the weakness? It does way more damage. So hold on to Hellfire and the Ice one for now. Not required to be used. Do not let him get Shadow Flare off, by the way. It does so much damage. You don't want to deal with it. I just want to see the animation for it, and I actually went ahead and got hit by it, and it was like, wow, that's a lot of damage. So try your best to obviously bring in the sigil breaks to make sure this doesn't happen. Okay, so he's gonna go into one more phase, I believe, before Masamune waiting becomes his next like thing where he'll block all damage. So you guys need to note that for that phase. Don't do any damage, just break the sigils. That's all that's gonna matter in that phase. Okay, here's Boundless. Okay, so he's doing his Boundless waiting. He's gonna hit Aerith there, so we got the protect on. Now here's the problem. Normally I wouldn't want that protect right away because I would want to have it after I do my Mithril Rod, because Mithril Rod gives low, and then his would push it to high, but he keeps casting it. So this is where manual might be a better option for you guys instead of playing semi, because semi seems to be causing, or I am playing manual actually, sorry. Manual seems to be casting that anyways for some reason, but I don't want that cast on me. I want to cast Mithril Rod first and then do his move instead, because it ends up giving a lot more that way. Right, it pushes it too high instead of to mid, which is where it's at. Now Mithril Rod can't push to high, so it unfortunately nulls that entire phase. Okay, you can see though how we survived that, right? Because of that mid physical defense up. So here we're gonna just keep damaging. Let's keep doing DPS here. When he goes Hell's Gate, make sure you block with defense. Go to defense stance ASAP. Okay, here's Masamune, sorry. Definitely get rid of that. Don't let, you can't damage him during that phase, so don't use any limit breaks during that phase, by the way. He takes 0 damage there. Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead and cast Hellfire. I think I missed that phase. I must have missed it where I didn't get Hellfire off on time. Okay, 5.6k. And here, this is where you kind of want Aerith to... He's got to do Boundless Strength very soon. There it is. Okay, so he's targeting Cloud this time. So here we're going to do this. We're going to switch back to Sephi. And we're going to go Solid Barrier to him. Now see, he's got high. If you guys can see that, he's got 3 bars now instead of 2. So that pushes, with the Mithril Rod, if you cast it first, it pushes him to high. And he should be taking way less damage here. He shouldn't be dying. So there you go. Right there, right? And that's the goal. The goal is to have that happen where he doesn't die. Obviously. Okay, so here we're going to focus back on healing back up. And you're just going to rinse and repeat this whole entire process, guys. It's just at this point, it's a little bit of a DPS race, so you can outlive a lot of the damage. Okay, Masamune waiting again. So this is where you just kind of break the bar up a little bit, build your ATB back up, get everybody healed up again, and then throw in that DPS. He's going to go back into the other phase again. Hopefully he doesn't target Cloud this time. Aerith, okay. So here, we're going to do Saving Grace. Going to switch back here. There we go, he did it already, good. Here, we'll throw this in for now, just to get in a little bit more DPS. There we go. See, and if I use that time wisely before, I wouldn't have to have... if I use the phases, like the elemental phases, better before, I wouldn't have to deal with this. See, now he's just starting to one-shot everybody. Even with the high. So now we're going to have to push a little bit on DPS. We're almost there. But yeah, if it wasn't for that weapon, like his new weapon, I would not have been able to get this far for sure. So remember to block when he does this. He's going to stun everybody, but you're going to have to You're gonna have to block through that one, unfortunately. Okay, get out of this phase, obviously. There we go. And now just DPS. Okay, it's a little sloppy, guys. I know, it's not the greatest. I don't know why Seth just did that. Could have just done more damage instead. But we should be able to finish him off here. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Let's do, I guess. Finish him off with some class. There you go, guys. So that is how it's done. The weapon will definitely serve you. You don't need Mithril Rod, by the way. You guys can see we would have been fine without it. I just had it there for extra protection, but his weapon absolutely makes a difference there. There you guys go. Get an S on it. And we have completed EX2 Sephiroth, and you get yourself 300 and 200 crystals there. So a very easy run if you use the weapon that's given to you for free. Level it up. Mid is all you need. You don't need to push it to high. But there you guys go. Completed, and I promise you this will probably be used for the next EX3 version of him that comes out. Alright guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.